What's happening? Today's August 1st, 2021. 2021. August 1st. California time on a Wednesday. 7:03 a.m. California time. West Coast time. Feel me? Out here, regular shit, going to work, my favorite shirt on, work attire. Another day. Oh, is it the same nightmares? We let it, I know, that's commercial. Yes, advertise, somebody gotta pay the bill. Feel me? Feel me? We let the dogs do it for us. We don't cry tears. It's funny how the most sensitive people are the people that do the most attacking covertly, of course, secretly. But when it's out,
southbound bus at SDX, California State Uni will arrive in 30 minutes.
But when it's out in the open, they can't handle it.
At SDX, California State Uni will arrive in 5 minutes.
I say that to say this, man. Most of the people, if you look at the history of the people that do most of the dirt, bad stuff, people that hurt other people, they be the most sensitive. And the reason why they gotta resort to those things, because there's a deep insecurity within them that they haven't taken care of. So they tend to attack others. You feel me? That's why even when Christ was on the cross, he said, forgive them for they do not know what they do. He found pity for those that was trying to kill him. You feel me? And that's how I see it. That's how I feel sometimes when I see certain people who just hating, attacking people, whether it's out in the open or secretly. It's like you find pity for them because it's like there's something wrong. There has to be something wrong with a person to want to attack somebody else. It has to be. Like, it has to be something internal. And I'm how can you find pity for somebody who's literally trying to kill you or trying to hurt you? That's a high level of thinking that most people will not understand. They're like, oh, no, not me. I cannot find no pity for somebody who's damn trying to kill you. They're like, beat that, da-da-da. I'm like, no, you can't play into their part. It's sad on their part. If you see it from my point of view and you see it like, yo, these niggas is sad. Like, it's sad from their part for a person to hurt somebody and make it a lifestyle and something that you do continuously. Even when you do it once time, it's sad. When you look at the mindset of them, you be like, yeah, that's just a sad individual. That's sad individuals. And you're like, yeah, like you have to see it. People who hurt other people, it's kind of like you gotta find pity on them. You either gotta pray for them, like the Bible said. The Bible said, pray for those who try to hurt you. Like, cause it's sad. Like, how can you be mad at somebody who's damn near retarded? You feel me? It's like slow, special ed type of shit. You have to find pity for them. You have to, within you, and that's growth in itself. Feel me? I'm just blobbing. It wasn't even a topic. It just came to mind. I thought I was a bus.
Please do your part in keeping our stations and buses clean. Use the provided trash can.
Trash can, eh? You have to find pity for those who constantly trying to belittle you. Find pity for them. Who are constantly trying to make you feel small. Well, belittle is small. Just find pity for them. Let it pass.
At SDX, California State Uni will arrive in 3 minutes. The next southbound bus at SDX, California State Uni will arrive in 10 minutes.
All right, good. You have to find pity for those who wants to do harm to you. You have to find pity for those who want to take away from you. You have to find pity for those who wants to neglect you or make you feel inadequate. Oh, let's see, what's this? That's not it. fast. Yeah, we love it. Underlay. Hurry up, man. Let this bus pass. I got things to say. And this advice is not for little kids, you feel me? Cause even me as a grown man find it very hard. Cause like, this shit is not for kids. It's not, you can't just tell somebody who's been beaten. You feel me? This is the highest state of thinking. This is the highest form of thinking. You feel me? You can't get no higher than this, where you literally are being destroyed. You feel me? And you still find pity. It's like a wind of insults. Imagine a wind blowing at you, and constantly you keep moving around, and it's shifting you. It's pivoting you, and you can't even move around. The wind is so strong. Well, that's what it feels like. It's a wind of insults, constantly, and every day, and you find pity upon the wind, and be like, it's only doing what it knows how to do. You feel me? It doesn't have the mind to be like, oh, this is a human, let me treat it like I would want to be treated. No, it's just a wind that blows each and every way. That's the rage of it all. Today is this person, the next day is that person. You feel me? This is what it's about. You have to understand the mindset behind these things. You feel me? So sometimes you gotta find pity upon your enemies, or to find pity upon those who try to persecute you. You have to, man. See yourself in that light. See that you're better than that. You see that you're better than what they're doing to you, and see that you can stand aside and stand apart from those people. Once you separate yourself like that, you know, like, why would I want to behave and act like this person when I knew when it was done to me, it didn't feel good? You feel me? Like, same things you just gotta think. Just think about it. Like, why would I want to do it? Then you, like,
The next northbound
it's crazy.
bus at SDX,
Let it pass.
California State Uni will arrive in 28 minutes.
Another one. Oh, I guess no, another one. But you have to see yourself in that light. You have to see, like, look, why will I want to go hand in hand with this person? You feel me? There are things there's way better things that you can do than try to go hand in hand combat. You feel me? And they'll try to tell you, like, let people live their life, man. Find pity upon those who want to change your life and tell you what to do. And this is just another excuse for them to hate on you. That's all. They will take away from you and tell you. They will take away from you and tell you that they're trying to do good for you. Come on, man. How you trying to do good for somebody and the last insult could have killed that individual? What kind of person are you? Like, you feel me? That's why you must not engage with them, because you don't know what it can lead to behavior-wise. Because every motion that you create, there's a life that forms out of it. Now, life can be a lot of things. It's not a good life. Nah, it could be a bad behavioral life type of shit like that. So every bad instant or every bad step that you take in life, it creates emotion of its own. You feel me? It creates like a, what do you call? It creates an atmosphere of its own. And we know when there's an atmosphere create life. Now, it could be a predatorial
For
life.
your safety and the safety of others, please stand behind the yellow tiles.
We know that the first form of life came through because of the evaporation of water going into the atmosphere, then created the clouds and everything else, and they fall back down. So the constant movement of things can create life itself, and that's how we started having oxygen and moisturize and all that molecules and all that shit that these niggas are talking about. Do your science research. I don't feel like going into it. But we know the motion and the movement of things create life itself. Even in the Bible, they say God moved across the water itself. So it moving across the water, it moved across the water like a cloud. And we know we can't have the cloud without the water itself, because that's a cycle in itself. So anything that goes in a cycle of motion, it has to be like a wheel. emotion. It creates life itself. So if you perform yourself in this form of bad behavior, and you constantly in a bad behavior, and you in that emotion, it creates a life of its own. And that's what you see. And that's what you see with these people. So once you get this form of understanding and you see them acting in that motion, why will I strike such a person? I feel pity for them. I have to pray for them and hope that they can turn their ways. Because adding violence to that is not the solution. It's really not the solution. Oh, I'm very cautious. It's going to come here anyway. You feel me? So that's not the solution. You have to think about it. So adding insult to injury is really not the solution. Pouring gasoline on fire is not the solution. Why would I pour gasoline on fire knowing it's going to create more of something that I do not want? You pour water on fire, you have to go the opposite of it. You feel me? You have to. You have to go the opposite of it. That's why you have to find pity among them. That's why you got to take the stand. They behaving in childish, they engaging in childish behavior. So you have to back away and be a grown person and take, even if it means taking a fall, even if it means taking what it seems to be a loss. You feel me? These are just these are the definition that society defines in this moment in time. But it's really not what it is. You feel me? You just gotta be like, let me be the grown person and step back. You feel me? You step back and you take pity upon them. You feel me? You gotta feed them with a long spoon type of shit like that. You feel me? This is the highest form of conscience. You feel me? You gotta feel sorry for them. You have to. I know you like, no, I'm the one who's they're supposed to feel sorry for. Why the fuck would I tell God to forgive these people when I'm on the cross? You have to. After everything that I said, that's what you want. That's why you have to. That's why you must. This is the reason why you must do so. This is the reason why you have to. Like, you feel me? You have to forgive them. Because it's a sad case, you dig? Who will want to treat somebody else like that if they didn't feel like that about themselves? You feel me? If you didn't feel like that about yourself, why would you want to treat somebody like that? It tells you everything you need to know. It's a sad case. It's a sad case on their part. Like, it could never be a sad case on you, no, because you don't engage yourself in such behavior. How can it be a sad case on your part where the behavior is being thrown at you? Then that means that it can be thrown at any other body or anybody else, anybody else. It can be thrown at anybody else. But as a person that is engaged in the behavior, that's a sad case. A lot of people don't understand that. They always look at the victim and be like, oh, look at what happened. They yum, 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 yum. I'm like, who is engaged in this behavior? Because one thing we know for sure, and two things for certain, that when Christ died on the cross, right, he died next to two criminals on his side.
California State Union will arrive in 2 minutes. The next northbound bus.
He died next to two criminals on the side. Yet he was a man without sin. So how can a man without sin die the same way and be treated the same way as two criminals? All three of them was nailed to the cross. So that tells you it's not about the victim itself, because it can happen to anybody. It can happen to the best man in the world, which is Christ, and it can happen to the worst of us. You feel me? It's the people that do it. Those are the people that you have to feel sorry for, because this is how they feel about themselves. Because Christ died with two criminals on the side. And even the criminal itself can change. At least the criminal themselves can change. At least the victim can change. But a person doing that shit, they haven't even changed up to this day. So what does that tell you? That's why you have to feel sorry for them. Because it's a cycle and emotion that is created that cannot be undone. I'm done. I'm on the bus.